This video is all about forearm rotation. Feelings come from movement. If you want to hit your driver well, this is a great one as well. I can't stop it, so let's try and reverse that, shall we? I may have the secret little ingredient to stop that. Right arm gets more dominant and over the top, in the slot a little bit more. Massive difference. Right arm, my rear arm, can now drop in the slot. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Hi everyone, welcome back to another video here on the channel. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Warren Bennett. Trevor's just down there, not sure if you can see him, but we're both enjoying this beautiful late afternoon sun we got here in the middle range at Chestfield. As you can see from the thumbnail or title, this video is all about forearm rotation. What does that mean? What does that look like? There are different areas that we can layer this forearm rotation into our swings, and there's different meanings behind it as well. I'm going to give you the simplest version to kind of really get this club in the slot. Too many golfers, especially club golfers, over the top of the plane line, you're going to have to make a compensation. And generally that comes out the washers, sitting back behind it and cutting across it. But I've got a different way to kind of layer this forearm rotation into your swing to stop it. And it may be in an area you don't realise. Anyway, let's get the front camera set up. I'm going to tell you all about it. Okay everyone, so forearm rotation, what does that mean? What does that look like in a golf swing? If you haven't heard of the phrase, it's nothing in this video to do with how you release this club back into the ball, although that is part of a forearm rotation, getting this club back into impact, into the ball. This is all about how we deliver our arm at the top of our backswing and how we keep it on the way down. If you're having trouble with this club dropping in the slot and you just can't get it, this club's either dropping back too far, or more importantly, you cannot stop this club going outside. I may have the secret little ingredient to stop that. Okay, so what I'd like you to feel is in your address position, I'd like to feel your elbow pointing towards the target a little bit more. Don't have your elbow internally rotated like that, so you can see kind of my forearm there. I'd like to see the elbow, the outside of your elbow, pointing towards the target, and keep there. So you can see what's actually happening. It's giving my arm a little bit of room away from my body here. Now on the backswing it might feel really weird, but what it's doing is kind of locking my shoulder in a little bit. If I kind of rotated and there was an arrow now pointing towards my hip, a la Hogan, what he said, although I don't think he did it in his latter years anyway, you can see what it's doing now. It's really kind of putting my top of my left arm against my chest there. Do it the other way. I don't know if that's externally rotating it, I'm not sure, but just basically get the outside of your arm pointing more towards the target and keep it there. So the feel and the movement now is to keep it where it is. You can still point the club up, still use your wrists correctly, but you're now feeling like your elbow is now pointing a little bit more out and away from you. If I twisted it the other way, you can see what happens. And this is where it's going to help you on the way down. So you're going to keep it where it is here on the way down. So you're going to keep your elbow pointing away from you. Again, if I internally, I think it is rotated, you can see I can't stop it. I can't get unless I really force it, which isn't natural, my club wants to fire out here and there from the, different ingredients come out of that recipe, mainly casting. And from there, after a period of time, you're going to have to give yourself room, because if your club and your arm are kind of in line here, you can't carry on, you can't move, you have to probably sit back and over move your top half. So let's try and reverse that, shall we? You can do a few kind of twists there just to make sure, and then on the way down, you're really feeling your elbow still pointing out. There's your forearm rotation in a different way. So it really forces the club to stay back. Because if your arm is in the way, your club is now going to fall back behind you. If your arm isn't in the way, guess what's going to happen? It's kind of my shoulder gets locked out in the way here. Beautiful. Okay, I can't help but my club and my arms to fall in front of me here. Little gap between, you can see there. Okay, let's hit one from here then. So, elbow twisted, arm twisted. Basically, your whole forearm is now pointing away from you. Keep it that way all the way through. Don't let it twist at all. Keep it out for as long as you can. Keep it out even through the impact zone, and just let the club pass you. Remember, if you're used to the opposite and your left arm, or your lead arm anyway, is too close to you, I think you're going to be in problem. That's why I don't like the towel under the armpit drill. Unless you're hitting a little chip or pitch no more than 30 yards, I don't like it at all, because I like gap. I like the arms to be away, especially the left arm, and that gives room then for the right arm to drop in front. If my left arm gets too close, you can see what's happening. Probably from the front view, more importantly, the right arm gets more dominant and over the top. Then you can't stop the casting, probably path issues as well. Okay, nice and light. We're going to do one more freezer, twist at address, and we're basically keeping it at that same place all the way through. Beautiful. Wow, you can see how clean it is. Clean to me, meaning the club is now passing and releasing. Too much for me, but it'd be great for you steep over the toppers. See if we can do one without stopping. What we're going to do, we're going to break it down first. At the top of the backswing, right, I'm in the position there. Right, keep it there. Oh yeah, what I'm feeling there from that movement, remember, feelings come from movement. Twist my left arm, beautiful. Right, keep it there. What I'm feeling is my left arm is really out, really kind of dominating my right. So if my left is out, my right can then be under. Great for you slicers of the ball. If you want to hit your driver well, this is a great one as well. Because it forces, like I said, it forces your arm, my right arm, to be in a position, and it forces the club to be in a natural position of in the slot a little bit more. Remember, I don't have a fault of over the top, so take it with a pinch of salt. But if your left arm, and check it next time you go to the range or swing, if your left arm is too close, it's an absolute beauty, and you're probably going to struggle getting this club dropping in behind you. Your right side is going to be dominant too much. You're not going to be able to stop it. Okay, we're not going to stop this time. I'm going to fast track it. Okay, twist, keep it there all the way through. Oh wow, really feels like my shoulder now and my left arm is in the way a bit longer. I can really feel like my exaggerated, it feels like this. If I went the other way, look what happens. Lock it in place. Oh, it's like an anti-left for me. Ball's not going to start left because I'm in the way. My left side, my left arm is in the way there. Remember, it's a kind of a opposites attract type of thing. So if my left arm is in the way, my right arm, my rear arm, can now drop in the slot. And if that can drop in the slot, the club can. So it's governed by where my left arm is. Not necessarily, sometimes you can work on your right, but if your left is in the wrong position, especially if it's exaggerated like this, it's going to be really difficult for you. Externally rotated, if it was the other way, you can twist and see what happens, and wow, okay. Just that little kind of 45-degree twist can make a massive difference, massive difference. Twist, hold it. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, I'm not just saying that. That makes a massive difference to how I'm feeling on the way through. It's really kind of keeping me in the shot. It's really keeping me down and through instead of kind of backing away. If I did the opposite, if I internally rotated my arm, it's going to naturally want to pull my club across the board a little bit more. That has a massive effect there. And as you know, if you've been to the channel a few times, find the one thing that cures four. You've got to try and find that one thing, I know, but it's finding that one thing. I remember Bob Torrance saying that statement to me, and I was like, yeah, Bob, what is my one thing then? So it's finding the one thing, and these little things, this is why the channel is here, to hopefully give you that information and give you that kind of knowledge of your golf swing, as well as little tips like this. Oh, wow, it can only but help, because my right arm now can be under my left. Exaggerated for me, but it may not be for you if you're a little bit over the top. Oh, wow. Guaranteed to start up the right. Never going to pull because my left shoulder is now a little bit more in the way. I'd love to hear from you if you've done the little tips like this before, if you've done this little feeling, if you've got any suggestions for any videos, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much for everyone's support, not just watching the video, liking if you can, subscribing if you can. It's absolutely free on YouTube. I have a couple of membership schemes. If that's any of interest for you, I'll put the link down there and I'll be very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Right, Trev's sneaking his way into the shot, so it's time to say goodbye. Thank you very much for your support if you made it this far. Have a great golfing week, stay healthy on and off the golf course, and we'll see you next time. So for myself, Trev, and a beautiful middle range at Chestfield, we'll see you then. Cheerio!